we're going to practice some vocabulary from yesterday. So I'm going to say the definition and give you just a minute to try and come up with a word. Just say it out loud so everyone in the class can hear, but not yelling. All right, what is an exact location? It looks like this. That's a point. You might have called it a dot, a point, your exact location. All right, what is a line with one end point that goes on forever in one direction? So it looks like this, it has a line, and it's gonna have an arrow at the end because it just keeps going. Did you say Ray? All right, what is a straight path of points in a plane that continues without end in both directions with no end points? Line. What is a part of a line that includes 2 points called endpoints and all the points in between? So it looks like this. It's a line segment. One of your clues was a part. A segment is a part, just a section of something. All right, what's a point at the end of a ray or a line segment? So it is this right here. That's the end point, okay? It looks like a point, but a point is all on its own. It's just kind of hanging out there. Or it's a point on the line, like if it was in the middle here. But this is an end point because it's like where everything ends, it starts, or kind of looks like it begins there. All right, this is the point where 2 rays of an angle or 2 or more line segments meet. So it'd be right here where it meets. I guess I could show you there instead of on my fingers, huh? I told you we call these corners a lot of times, especially on shapes. It's the vertex. If there's more than one, we call it vertices. So when we get to shapes, you might see questions that say, how many vertices does this shape have? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where do they meet together? Okay, what's a figure formed by 2 line segments or rays that share the same end point? What is that? Angle. What is an angle that measures exactly 90 degrees? Which angle is this? Right angle. What's an angle that measures greater than 0 degrees? 0 is just straight across. And less than 90 degrees. It looks like this. It's smaller than a right angle. It's like a little baby one. Oh, it's so cute. Acute angle. All right, and then what's the other one? Where it measures more than 90 degrees and less than 180. Okay, so if this was a right angle, it's more obtuse. All right, we'll keep practicing those. We're gonna learn 2 more today, but we're gonna do them kind of one at a time. So I want you to take this paper and turn it over. All right, you can use the back. Just be careful. I'm gonna draw on the board. Be careful not to, like what I tell you to draw, don't draw it all in the middle here. Like try to use smaller sections, maybe even split it into 4. I think that'll be enough for you, but split it so you don't have to go get more paper, okay? So I want you to use your straight edge. I did not because I'm at home and I don't have a ruler. That's so sad. But use some kind of straight edge so your lines look even neater than mine and straighter. I want you to draw 1 up and down and 1 across, okay? And I'll erase this for just a second. Okay, remember as you need time, just pause it and I'm gonna keep going. So pause it if you need it, draw that. All right, think about what that looks like. It is the letter T. It looks like what kind of sign in math? A plus sign. All right, so this is right here. I want you to draw this back, what I just had. If you used that little circle we had yesterday and folded for your right angle, this you would find if you used your straight edge is a right angle, right? Straight up and down, straight over, okay? And we make this little symbol to show, hey, that's a right angle right there. And that measures how many degrees? 90. That's 90 degrees, and it's a right angle. Okay, I want you to label these. So we're gonna go like this. A at the top, we'll go around this way. B, C, D, and then this point in the middle, that's gonna be letter E. So make that, all right? And right here, I want you to see A, E, and E, D. Why does this do this all the time? You get to see my finger as it tries to clean. All right, AE and angle E, or AE, that line segment, and line segment ED, that makes a right angle, okay? So we're gonna write that down. I want you to write AE. Remember, we'll just put this little line above it to show that's a line segment. And ED, I'm gonna put them right beside each other. They make a right angle. So I want you to pause, and I want you to work with a partner quickly and see if you can come up with more right angles. Then push play, and I'll tell you what they are. All right, some of the other ones, let's see if you found these. AE, I guess I was gonna show you before I wrote it. AE right here, and EB going that way. That makes a right angle, okay? EB right here, and EC, that makes a right angle. If you didn't get these, write them down. If you did, then give you and your partner a high five or a pat on the back so you see them, okay? Or so you celebrate that you got them right. Here's another one, EC and ED. Write those down. EC, ED. Okay, and then AC all the way, and BD. That makes right angles, okay? They make them at different spots. Should have showed you that, sorry, when I did like EC and ED, it made their right angle right there. BE and EC, that made their right angle right there. AE and EB made their right angle right there. Okay, so I have to write down the last one that I didn't in case you're copying these. AC, BD. All right, that's our list of them. Perpendicular lines like that make 4 right angles. All right, so they don't always have to though, because perpendicular don't have to cross. They just have to make a right angle. So you don't have to erase, but I want to show you this. It could have been just like this. Those are perpendicular. They either meet or, like what our other ones did, they can cross like that. All right, so what I want you to do is, I'm going to erase, find another spot on yours, like if you made 4 squares, find another spot. I want you to write a capital T with your straight edge, a capital L, and a capital V. So yours are going to look a lot neater than mine. All right, and I want you to see this. I'm going to make the L neater because the L should be straight up and down. All right, and my V got a little crazy too. All right, so do you see any right angles in yours? So I want you to use your little right angle piece and check it out. You can even pause and come back so you can see. I'm just going to draw them on there. All right, this should be a right angle here and a right angle there. Okay, so these are perpendicular. They create a right angle and they just meet. Okay, even if you did this with your straight edge, a lowercase t would do it. Good. What about the L? That makes a right angle. What about the V? It's not a right angle, so they're not perpendicular. If you had your right angle, I'm just going to use this. If I had it this way, sorry, I put it on that line. Well, the other line is covered up. So what kind of angle is that? It's less than 90 degrees. Like a sweet little baby. It's so cute. It's an acute angle. All right. So I want to show you the other side of your page. I want you to look at it quickly. I'm going to tell you something about it, and then you're going to pause and work on it. Okay? Go ahead and fold your paper. Well, it doesn't fold exactly. I mean, it'll fold in half, but you're going to miss something. You just have to flip. But I just want to make sure you're on the right side. Okay? The top here, it says, on each object, trace at least one pair of lines that appear to be perpendicular. That means that appear to have a right angle. Okay? So they could cross, or they might just meet. All right? So let's look at this first one here. Do you see where it looks like there would be a right angle? Those lines would be perpendicular. So it'd be the one that's straight up and over. So trace that with your pencil. Or if you had time, you could get a colored pencil or marker, but you really don't have to, just so you can see where they are. So I want you to pause the video and just very quickly, I want you to create some, to make, well, you're not creating, but find them and draw a few of where you see perpendicular lines. I want you to start noticing perpendicular lines and angles and right angles in regular everyday objects. All right, so you're gonna stop the video, you're gonna do that, and then I want you to talk as a whole group about it. I'm not gonna, on the video, I'm not gonna check them, okay, because we're gonna keep going. So I want you to find those. As other people find some that you didn't have, draw yours into. This is just a quick little thing, so probably 2 or 3 minutes. And then I do want you to flip it and just do number 2. How do you know if 2 lines are perpendicular? Talk about that. Look at the vocabulary word that I forgot to show you earlier. Lines, we talked about them, but perpendicular lines are lines that meet or cross each other to form a right angle. So they can cross, or they can just meet. They can meet like this, or like this. This is straight across, and then they just meet in the middle. Okay, so write a complete sentence. How do you know if 2 lines are perpendicular? All right? Take a couple minutes, push pause, take a couple minutes, and then when you come back on the video, or for the video, I want you to have the problem set. We'll be on problem set 3. Push pause and be ready. I tried to clean it. I can pretend like I did it while you're working, but it doesn't work that way, does it? All right, so take this. I want you to look at it. Make sure, oops, I'm showing you the wrong side. Make sure you have on the one that says lesson 3, okay? Because I'm going to show you how we are going to label perpendicular lines, all right? So you're going to use the right angle template that you made, that circle that we folded, to determine which of these have right angles. And you're going to see which lines are perpendicular. Okay, so I'm going to draw it on the board. It won't be perfect like it is on your paper, but we're on letter A. So what shape is that? That is a rectangle. I hope you said that. 4 sides, 2 short, 2 long. Really, the definition is that it has 4 right angles. All right, so they give you an example right there. Sorry, just trying to write this and running out of room. Okay, they say AB and BD. Those 2 lines are perpendicular. So look how we write it. We say line segment AB is perpendicular. Look at this symbol. 1 line down, 1 line across. And we don't have to use the straight edge for it because it's just a symbol. Okay, we use that in between 2 line segments to show that those lines are perpendicular to each other, that they meet or cross. Okay, so AB and BD. You see another set of lines? AB and AC. So AB is perpendicular to AC. Okay, any others? AC is perpendicular to CD. AC is perpendicular to CD. Make sure you're writing those. Okay, what about over here? BD is perpendicular to DC or CD, okay? BD is perpendicular to, I'm going to call it DC because it goes back that way. Either way is fine, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to look on your page there, and depending on what you want to do, whether you do it with a partner or whatever the person in the room with you says, either with a partner or by yourself, you're going to mark each right angle with a small square. So on here, even as we wrote them, put that little tiny square in each corner to show those are right angles. All right? Mark each right angle with a small square, and then name the corresponding pair of perpendicular sides. Corresponding means what goes together, okay? So like on letter A there, it was like AB is perpendicular to AC. So wherever you put that right angle sign. All right, so complete that, and then I want you to watch the next video, which is on parallel lines, and you'll use the other two parts of the paper.